Welcome back and good morning from the east coast of England, the port of Harwich. We decided yesterday at 9 a.m, why not? Why not head off on a little international road trip? The weather is set to be glorious. Today is the warmest day of the year here in England. And we woke up in the morning and we headed off at 6 a.m. And you know, you can smell it in the air. It smells almost Mediterranean when it's warm from the second you wake up. It's an unusual feeling in England to get that warmth in the morning, but it was definitely here today. And where we're heading, it's going to be equally as warm. It's difficult to think and also easy to forget that from here, this British port on the east coast of England, you can be, once you sail to the other side, to the destination, just 50 miles away from one of Europe's great capital cities. We're going off to Amsterdam. If you're traveling with someone like Monica, someone who doesn't like being on a bike for any more than about an hour, then this is your ticket to some 2-up international travel, because Monica, you'll be delighted to hear that after that 1.5 hour trip from southeast London over here to Harwich, we've covered over 50% of our road riding. All we have to do once we land in the Hook of Holland is ride for 1 hour and travel 50 miles to get to Amsterdam, where we're going to spend 4 days, and then we'll travel back the exact same way we've came. £300 in total. That's £150 one way for 2 people, which I think is perfectly reasonable.
And
the forecast.
And how long is the ferry?
7 hours. We were considering doing an overnight ferry, which may well have made a bit more sense, but well, we were excited. We wanted to head off, and it's about €100 cheaper doing it this way. So we thought, why not? We'll spend a bit of extra money on the hotel in Holland. Monica, you know what this is? Yeah. This is a momentous occasion for you. Something that you never thought you'd do. This is your first ever international motorcycle trip. This is a very, very big deal. And just soak it in. You know, the main difference is, Monica and I often go down to the port of Dover, south coast of England. Big motorways, dual carriageways, huge signs everywhere, everything's busy. It's not like that here. Here is stuck in time in about the 1940s. It's single track roads, everything is incredibly quiet, no cars around, and just take a look at that completely unspoilt scenery. This is what you don't get in Dover. Dover, you may get the lovely white cliffs, but you certainly don't get this peace and this tranquility.
And you also don't get to play plastic.
I know. Do you know what? It sounds nice. It looks a little bit more like a prison set up in the USA. But I like the idea. You know what you'll see? I don't know if Monica's done any B-roll. There are a lot of soldiers here today, and we were just speaking to the chef of their ferry. Absolutely furious. I was putting down my plates and asking the chef, is this the best place to put them? And he was like, yes, whatever. We're all swamped and run off our feeds at the moment because we've just had 100 soldiers come along, and they're not allowed to tell us to get them on the ferry due to security concerns. So I've just had to make 100 extra breakfasts. So we may get some B-roll of that, some very angry chefs downstairs. But there's some kind of serious training exercise going on, I think, between the Vietnamese and British soldiers, because they are piling on, seemingly in the hundreds. Right, I need to go and get a cap. It's that warm. We'll take you along with us on our entire trip to Amsterdam. We only had a couple of hours sleep, so I went to reception and asked if they have any rooms available, and I was amazed. Prices start for the 7-hour crossing from €36, which is extremely reasonable. So I've gone for one above premium because I thought it'd be nice to have a sea view. Right, we'll give you a little tour before, maybe just try and get 4 or 5 hours sleep. You ready?
Yes.
I saw there were only about 3 rooms left because all of the soldiers were queuing up to get rooms. So soak it in. That is a much bigger window than I thought it would be.
Oh, nice.
This is a really good ferry. Lovely cafe, good restaurant, places to chill, places to relax, and that's not just some little, I thought it'd be a tiny little pokey window that you'd have to peer through.
Okay, time for a power nap.
Yeah, I agree. We've still got 7 hours left. It's 10 a.m. We get off at 5:15, so this is a perfectly decent length crossing. And I think we've made the right decision. Otherwise, we're just going to be sitting there vegetating at the coffee table, coffee after coffee. And we've even got a TV. Sorry, I'm overexcited with that. Okay, right, we will see you all. Well, we'll see you all in a few hours, probably when we're pretty close to Holland.
Good night.
That was an extremely relaxing ferry crossing. 100% no question, we will definitely be doing that again. I love being anywhere on a ferry when there are Germans around. I remember it was exactly the same when we were heading over to Tenerife. Germans, more so than anyone else, love Mad Max style overlanding vehicles, apocalyptic style vehicles. They're all so eclectic and so different. It's a joy to see them in action. Welcome to the Netherlands. We've been going for 20 minutes. All I can think when I'm riding is, what on earth is this utopia? Everything is so perfect. In the past 20 minutes, I haven't seen any graffiti, any rubbish, cycle lanes with everyone dancing and smiling around. Everyone seems so happy. So these are cycle lanes here. You can see the couple of people cycling. I'm assuming these maybe under 125cc bikes can also use these cycle lanes, and they're all along these beautifully landscaped paths. Everything's so nice here that even the factories and warehouses are pretty. They've all got gardens at the front of them that are so ornate they could enter a competition at the Chelsea Flower Show. I don't want this journey to end, but we've got 50 minutes left. Amsterdam in that direction. I think we're going to enter the first part of the town in about 25 minutes. And every single metre is a joy with scenery like this. I'll show you the setup that we've got. No camping gear, so we have excess space. Very simple. Monica's, mine and mine. It works incredibly well. This is when I feel the real benefit of having hard panniers, but on top of that, this rear rack is so excellent. Rock strap, attach both of them, solid as a rock. Doesn't look it like that, but I promise you it is solid as a rock. Oh, Monica, look, here's a motorbike, an old BMW. On this cycle lane, look at that. What a bit of timing. Oh my gosh.
Okay, we need to get going.
I like the Netherlands very much. 50 minutes, 59 minutes. Let's hit the road. apologies for my appearance. It is scorchingly hot. We've checked in at the hotel, which is just through in that park there, and I'll take you through and show you that. But I wanted to show you the Bonneville setup, so I've just parked it on the street here. And the reason I've decided to do that is what I usually do when I come to different places. I just look at what the locals do. So you can see, it seems that motorbikes just park on the streets as long as they push them up to the side as much as possible. So the Bonneville is in exactly that same vein of thought. Light lock on, and I'm sure it'll be fine. Everything looks extremely safe. Speaking of safe and clean, there is a price to pay for all this Dutch goodness. We got to the hotel and they said there is an additional tourist tax to pay. I did know about a tourist tax, but I didn't know quite how much it would be. I'm sure Barcelona, for example, is about €4 a day per person. Not in Amsterdam. It's 12% of your entire hotel stay. So we ended up paying 80 euros for tourist tax. And then I asked if there's parking for the motorbike. There is parking, but it's the same price for cars and motorbikes, and it's 50 euros a day. So I thought, no, you know what? The Bonneville will be just fine over there on the street. Before I go into the hotel, which is Hotel Arena, right in this beautiful park near the city centre, very short walk to all of the good stuff. I'll quickly show you this park because it is beautifully landscaped. So tennis courts over there, little fitness area, water feature here. Just everyone out at 7:30 in the evening, walking the dogs, cycling, having picnics, grabbing a drink, and a little crowd forming for that tennis match over there. But just a beautiful, beautiful vibe all around, with people enjoying and making the most of this beautiful evening. From the looks of it, I've only just noticed that it looks like Hotel Arena, the place we're staying, is an old church. So that looks like it's the old church building on the right hand side. Then on the left it's been converted into a little cafe bar area. That's another part of the hotel there, that building. I think everyone's watching the football at the moment. In fact, I'll come through the bar, it's more interesting. Oh, so beautifully done. Come there a bit later on. And it's all so grand with gigantic ceilings. Kitchen in there. I haven't quite figured out exactly what this section of the building used to be, but the interior design is stunning. Ours is just along here. Ground floor, little chill out area there. Ground floor area looking over to an internal courtyard. This was 220 a night. Before I show you, it was 10 p.m. yesterday. Monica and I, before we decided to book Amsterdam, we stupidly just booked our ferry and then decided to look for accommodation later. We had no idea how expensive Amsterdam is. You spend 200 a night in Amsterdam, you're still not getting anything that wow level. 10 o'clock came and we were thinking, right, we're not going to find anywhere we really want to stay. And then I had a brainwave. Someone, an account manager, in a job from about 10 years ago that I used to work for, he had a client called Secret Escapes. And I had a brainwave. I thought, this is it. This is the chance. Redeem myself. Find a good property on Secret Escapes. This isn't sponsored. It's where you can find absolute last-minute deals for luxury properties, usually in really, really good areas. So I went online and this popped up. Very, very few rooms available. We get to check in. Bear in mind, it's 2:20 night and they say, Freddie, Monica, we're so sorry. The rooms are all fully booked tonight. All we've got is a junior suite. Do you mind being upgraded? And Monica said no, but I said, Monica, give it a chance, please. This is the thing with Secret Escapes. This is how it works. You don't exactly know what room you're getting. In essence, you book with Secret Escapes and you get what you're given. Sometimes you get lucky, so we got lucky this time. So we had no idea what room we're booking, and they upgraded us to this room. So you take a bit of potluck with it when you're doing it, but it worked out very, very well. I think this would be about £350, maybe 400 a night, without, I'll flip it, Monica, without Secret Escapes. So welcome, Junior Suites, Hotel Arena. Lovely sleeping area here with a desk, little chill out area, all so beautifully done interior design wise. Monica, pan up to that. That has got to be a 25-foot tall ceiling with similarly gigantic windows, all the original wood. And have a look at what it looks out to. I said I thought it was a church opposite. I think it's a converted church, and also take a look at the top of that building. There's another cross there. I think this may be a converted monastery as well. And you've got all of the lovely park area that I showed. So I think they've converted an old church and monastery. Dutch football on in the background. We've heard all of the bars going completely crazy about some match going on. The England one starts soon. That's the really important one. Little area there where we can leave our panniers. Safe area. Keep the jackets there. The loo room. Lovely, lovely. And Monica, just have a look through there. It's so beautifully done. Double sink to the left. Jacuzzi bath to the right. And the shower in the corner. You know, for city breaks, sometimes we just stay for 1 or 2 nights. So I'm delighted to be staying somewhere so nice for 3 nights. We're bang in the city centre. I think it's a 10-minute walk to anywhere we want to go. We will wrap it up here, but we will take you with us on a day into Amsterdam in a couple of days' time. So thank you so much, everyone, for coming along with us on this little road trip. We left at 6 a.m. It's now UK equivalent time, so bear with me. 7:30, probably door to door. It's around 11 or 12 hours. But the thing is, it's the feeling of adventure. It's getting on the ferry, riding off, seeing the countryside around. That's what it gives you. I love it so much. So thanks so much, everyone. So excited. We're off into town now. Have a brilliant week. We'll see you all in the next one.